Critical Conversation Bros here. I'm Behold Greatness, and this is...
American Bubba. Nope, Top Rope Bubba.
Oh yeah, America. Yeah, shout out. USA, baby. All right. This is...
And how much were they?
$4.99.
At the...
Community Aid.
Whoa.
Yeah, man. Great find. We love thrift shopping, but let's move on. All right. This is a huge episode here because we're talking about NXT Battleground. Who's the host of that?
In a UFC style ring.
And who's the host of that?
Oh, that red-haired, sexy red
There's not
girl.
much sexy about Sexy Red. But to those who enjoy her, good for you. I will not. All right, then. This is an interesting match card. Your thoughts before we even get into picking here. This is a set of matches here. This has potential to be their top pay-per-view or premium live event of the year, right?
100% agree.
Maybe even better than Stand and Deliver that we saw WrestleMania weekend.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but
I don't know.
yeah, probably.
But man, it could be on that level because these matches are fire.
Yes, they are.
All right. So let's get right into it. Start with the tag match for the men's titles. Nathan and Axiom versus the OC, the Good Brothers. Who's winning? Oh, the Good Brothers? Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm going to actually take a rare instance and agree with you. Because I think this is a way to get the tag titles off of Axiom.
It's gonna snow tomorrow, fellas.
Gonna take the tag titles off Nathan and Axiom. That momentum has not been what they probably anticipated it to be. Get them out of there. This is a good transition champion group here, and we'll see where they want to go because that tag division is in turmoil right now for the men.
And they've been kind of pushing OC for the tag titles, so I think that's why they're ultimately going to go that route.
And it's a goal they haven't held yet.
Right, unless we get a surprise. Who knows? I'm still waiting on the Motor City Machine Gun.
We're holding out hope for that, and I'll take it. They're still not signed, so we'll take that.
But we'll get into that discussion in a little bit later.
But let's move on.
With the whole big Easter egg.
This is a huge match that I'm about to talk about. Boy, this has so many consequences I don't think people truly understand. This could propel somebody into superstardom. This is Shayna Basler versus Lola Vice. We're on that Lola Vice train, and it sounds like WWE is as well.
Choo-choo! Yes. I am on that Lola Vice train, and I wish I was literally on that that train. Yeah, I'm speechless because she's... Wow.
That woman is not only fire in the ring, but fire everywhere else. Yep. She is a beautiful woman, and she has the talent to go with it. It looks like she's pretty driven. I think this has potential to be an outstanding match. This could steal the show if we're being 100% honest. And this could propel her to superstardom.
That's a underground match, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's no actual ring.
And I have a feeling she's main roster bound if this goes well.
Yeah, I think Shayna's doing this to help put Lola over.
And good for her, as she should, because she's a credible threat.
Oh, yeah, because Lola, from when she started as she was a NBA dancer for our Miami Heat.
Miami!
And then she showed up in NXT and won the
breakout tournament.
Breakout, yep.
She's nailed just about everything she's done, so I can't complain.
Nailed. Yeah, the light's done. But yeah, so I think this match, like you said, has a lot of potential.
It does. It's a huge, huge match.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. This doesn't really benefit Shayna in any way, I don't think. This is strictly about Lola, and like I said, if she wins, which I'm picking her to win, and I expect her to win. This could mean she's main roster bound in a hurry, and this could change the women's division very quickly.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa, that's bright. Okay.
Yes.
Now it's kicked in. But yeah, so she's definitely one of the women that they've been pushing in NXT. We'll get to
so.
all the rest in a little bit. But yeah, so I think she's definitely. I don't know how soon main roster bound.
Before the end of the year, easily. I think.
Yeah, or definitely Royal Rumble.
You know, in that ballpark.
Yeah, but yeah, the match, has the chance to take the show.
All right, moving on. Another fire match because, boy, they're following up with another one. We got Wesley versus Obafemi versus Mr. Coffee, as I like to call him.
It's a tough one.
Man, this is... Gallus is starting to pick up a little steam with what they're doing there, healing that group, which is fine. I'm still not super interested, but they needed to do something. I'm okay with it. Oba has been fantastic, but his lack of suitable challenges... haven't really done him any favors. Wesley coming back and looking fantastic has been huge. This match is fire. I expect Oba to retain, though.
So you're going with the...
Whew! I just don't see them taking the strap off of him this quick. As much as I'd love to see it on Wesley, I just think they will prove Oba winning without any underhandedness, without anything silly. He beats the odds and he wins, and it makes him look good.
Right. I might surprise you with my decision.
Okay, go ahead.
It could be Wesley.
Yeah.
It could be Oba.
Okay.
And it could be Joe Coffey.
Okay.
That's why it's a triple threat match.
Yeah.
And they make it a triple threat match.
So there's no rules.
And there's no DQ.
So Gallus gets involved, right?
Oh yeah, I feel like Gallus gets involved.
Yeah.
I feel like some other people get involved.
Some other people.
So ultimately, this match probably be another banger. Wesley, I really hope is healthy and puts on a show. I am a big Wesley fan. I'm happy to have him back. And then Oba came in. Oba has exploded, went off, became my favorite NXT person. So, with that being said, my choice is... I'm going with Obafemi.
Okay.
I can't go away from Obafemi.
I don't think there's any chance they give Gallus a title to have in that group at all. The only other possibility for me is Wesley, obviously, with interference from Gallus, and he just becomes the benefactor of that. But I'm with you. Oba wins.
I agree.
Yep. All right. Boy, this is going to be a huge match. This is history-making for NXT. WWE is going to be watching this closely because this is the blueprint for them to do something similar and bring the Women's Intercontinental title onto the main roster. So we have the NXT Women's North American Championship?
Yes.
What that is called?
Yep.
All right, so we have Sol Ruka versus Lash Legend versus Fallon Henley versus Jada Parker versus Michin versus Keelani Jordan. Wow.
That's a lot of women in one ring.
Oh, and about 5 of them you could interchange, and I'm not going to give you any complaints.
My eyeballs will be tired.
This is...
5? You said 5.
Yeah.
So who are you leaving out?
I just don't think it benefits them as a roster geared towards their younger group to put the title on old Michin. That's just my opinion. Sorry, not sorry.
This is not what you told me on Tuesday, but okay.
I said she looks good. There's a difference between her looking good and looking the part, but she's too old.
Keith Lee is one lucky man.
I'm really on this bandwagon of you got 3 really strong candidates here that I'm going with.
I know you're going with Lash Legend.
No,
I know.
No, absolutely not.
Ow.
I am stuck between Sol Ruka.
Is it because you're not Trick Willy Wonka?
I'm not whooping that trick, I can tell you that. But I'm stuck between Sol Ruka, Fallon Henley, and Jada Parker. I think it's a little early for them to want to pull the trigger on Keelani. I just don't think they've seen enough of her to really pull that trigger. They just have her in this to see if she can do the Kofi spots, and that's my personal opinion. I'm not being disrespectful. I think that is their goal behind this.
He's Jamaican man.
For me, they're trying to turn her into female Kofi. That's what I'm getting out of it. Okay. If they really want to propel Fallon Henley and they want to go this full heel route and super heel her, have her win this, have her change her look, and I'm on that bandwagon. I'm here for it.
Hardcore country.
Right, which we could get into that. Sol Ruka just coming back from injury. I'm not bought in that they're completely sold on her being able to stay healthy to put a strap on her. So that's some of my concern. So for me, it's down to Fallon and Jada Parker. Jada Parker has the look. She has the presence. She's the best thing of that entire group of OTM. And thank God Scripps is gone. But
who's the other OTM guy? Do we even?
I don't know the other two guys. It doesn't matter because she makes that group relevant herself.
Well, yes.
She is something special. She has that it factor. She has the look. She looks like she's legitimately tough, but she's still beautiful. She just has everything you're looking for, and I think it's a missed opportunity. So I'm picking Jada Parker. I think you got to ride this out and push this woman because she's the closest to GTA that they're going to get. And if they want to bring a little edginess going into that new era, that's the woman to have because she's got that edginess and she's got the talent.
You, sir, are smart.
Yeah.
You may have some brain cells left. All right, so we'll go down the line. Soul, obviously, is my soul. She's my girl. My surfer chick.
That move is incredible.
The soul snatcher. Man, she could snatch my soul anytime.
Bet.
Lash Legend, I'm sorry, but no, know Willy Wonka here.
Metaphor has grown on me as a
have.
And her work's gotten better. I'm just going to give her credit where it's due. I'm not saying she's terrible. Her work's gotten better. She just doesn't do it for me.
I agree. Fallon is my girl, too.
We love her. And,
I love Fallon. I still think she could be the Mickie James of WWE.
Oh, boy, if they let her.
I really wish Mickie would come back and mentor her because I think it would be a dream.
I think that'd be a lot of men's dreams.
Jada, like he said, I mean, she's the best part of OTM. She's extremely talented. She will be main roster bound, not too distant future. She's got it. She's got the look. She's got the skills. I wouldn't see why she isn't too far away. Michin, she's same. She just got buried in WWE, really. She kept taking all these losses, which maybe that's what she wanted to do. Help put some of these other people over, which
it's just hard to watch as a fan.
It is, especially when Michin is, well, we know her as Mia Yim, obviously.
But I've seen her succeed everywhere she's gone. She was Jade in TNA. I'm wondering if her being down there is part of that working relationship with TNA. She's worked with a lot of that talent. So
wait, did you say TNA is part of WWE now?
We'll get more into that afterwards, but this is
I've been living underneath a rock.
Open door, but we'll cross the bridge and carry on.
Opening doors, okay. Yeah. Speaking of an opening door, we'll get to that one too. And then you got Kaylani. I agree with him. I think she's like the Kofi of women. I feel like that's what they're leaning, but she's skilled as can be. Really, all these women in this whole thing,
not one of them is terrible.
Can be in the main roster by this time next year easily. I mean, Michin obviously is already, but all the rest could be main roster bound within by this time next year, really.
Oh yeah.
So it's been tough for me. I agree with him. I think it's going to come down to Sol, Jada, and Fallon. I think it's going to be an outstanding match. I think we're going to see a lot of things that we might not have seen out of women on ladders.
Which I'm good with. I love seeing the
there's going to be a lot of nasty spots.
There's going to be some rough bumps. I think we even see blood, if I'm being 100% honest.
I could agree with you.
I think we even see blood.
So,
without blading, I might add.
I'm really torn, to be honest.
No teaching blading, John Moxley.
It's really a tough one. Because I've had my decision kind of made up. But I think I'm going to change.
Okay.
I think this person is going to snatch the souls and become a champion.
And I'm not sure there's a bad choice amongst many of them.
But I think it'll come down to her and Jada.
But I think it'll be exciting regardless of who wins. It helps whichever woman wins, and it does.
Oh, yeah.
is help an already loaded women's roster
Yep.
that is incredible and really elevate it.
It's like the WNBA. I mean, it's just helping them women get out there more.
Yeah.
Really.
And let's be honest. I was disappointed Tatum was not involved with this.
I agree.
And some of the decisions that they made. But
what about?
What about what? Oh, what Sleepy Wendy Chill.
Yeah.
With her coming back, there's a lot of excitement to be had in that women's division.
Let's just say, guys, he was not a Wendy Chu fan until he saw the other thing. He's like, And then I brought up, what about Wendy Chu and Tatum Paxley working together because Wendy Chu's kind of going into a dark
and I'm here for that
thing. And I think that would be fire.
Yeah. So they're doing a lot of good things with their women. So I'm going to trust the decision they make in this match. And they'll run with it, and they'll do good because they don't typically fail with setting their women up.
NXT does not.
The only failure I will say here is we heard the release of Gigi Dolan, which
maybe
hurts my soul.
I don't really know how true that is,
I didn't see it backed up.
Because I've seen other rumors about Toxic Attraction coming back together now, and so I really don't know.
But this whole
she's not posted anything.
But it looks like they've abandoned her rebrand with Ariana Grace.
I agree with that.
And that just kind of has me bothered a little bit.
And the sad thing is because we were like, oh God, what are they?
They were starting to go somewhere.
And it was actually, it was.
And I was entertained, and they were doing great jobs with the promos. So that's one where they've kind of dropped the ball.
Yeah.
But for the most part, they hit on a lot of the stuff they do with the women.
Because you have like people like Izzy Dame, or who's the girl that wrestled the other night that has
Stevie Nicks or whatever.
No, Stevie Nicks, Stevie Turner.
Stevie Turner.
The other girl that was with was it who's with Kiana, or was that Izzy Nicks or Izzy James?
No, it was Izzy Dame.
So the other girl that was with JC.
Oh, Jasmine Nicks.
Yeah. I've already heard that she has turned lots of heads in NXT.
Listen.
And I think she could do it.
If we're being honest about her actual match there the other night, that was beyond impressive.
Great.
If that was her first legitimate match that we've seen on television.
Yeah. Well, no, because she wrestled.
That was her first win.
Well, I should say. Yeah, right, yeah,
but only like second match we actually saw on TV.
Yeah.
If that is what we have to look forward to from her, she has a higher ceiling than most at that point
100.
Because she has a look and she has a talent that is unparalleled. And that's just proven their NIL program is clearly working.
Yeah. Because there's a few others that they brought in. Like,
yeah, there's more coming.
What's that one girl that you always pick one? I can't think of her name off the top of my head. She's always in the back room.
Oh, the girl that's always working out with the guys.
Yeah. I can't think of her name, but I mean, I think they could use her, and maybe she has talent. I don't know, like. They're pulling rabbits out of hats that it's like, okay.
They're skilled in their women's division. They know what they're doing, and I'm going to trust they're going to follow that path here and do what's best for that women's division and keep it entertaining. And they needed another title to help continue to elevate other women because they're taking their women's division roster that seriously.
And you did say a mid-card women's title.
Yeah, history. History in the making.
It's crazy.
Yeah. All right.
Well, and if we had that in WWE.
Yeah, well, we might get it. There's talk of the Intercontinental for women. But if you ask me, maybe we should do the Women's European Championship and bring back some history. But anyway.
That would be cool.
All right, let's move on. Big match here. Oh, boy. NXT Championship for the men. Trick Willie versus Ethan Page. I said Ethan Page in NXT. I'm sorry, what? He was just in AEW last month. Wow.
Did you say... another AEW star? Well, maybe not star, but wrestler.
Listen, he's always had the talent.
So we've got
skills.
CM Punk. We've gotten. We'll just stop at CM Punk because hell is definitely frozen over.
Yeah, things are crazy.
So yeah, Ethan Page, I did not
expect.
Yeah, no, and we'll bring up one other person when we get to all of our other talks here, man, that you brought up. So I think this could be a really good match. I don't think Trick's losing though, unless The only way Trick's losing is if he comes straight up. If he comes up to the main roster, and the only way they could do that is when they do qualifying matches for Money in the Bank.
Okay.
That is the way to get him in there. And that's the only way Trick's losing.
Okay, fair.
Other than that, Trick should win. But I think Trick will help Ethan get over.
Oh, yeah.
If
he's not already over.
Because to be honest, I think
Heel-wise,
Ethan could
he's already
be
healed up
an
already.
MJF heel kind of a person.
Yeah. And his promo skills are good. They're very good. They're very on par. There's talent there. There's no doubt about it. He has a look to him. We'll see where they go with this. I'm intrigued. I think, obviously, Trick wins. They're not just going to throw the strap on Ethan that first match. But, boy, are they going to make him have an entrance. And they're going to make him be a believable threat in that locker room.
No, but I think there could be some interferences.
I made this argument, and I know a lot of people didn't agree with me that I was talking to. I don't think he's alone.
Ethan? No.
I think he comes with maybe somebody else from that promotion whose contract was up or is up, and we'll see. I'm holding out hope they go that route. If they don't...
Are you talking about Danhausen?
I mean, Danhausen's been a possibility talked about, but no, they do not have... I'm not referencing Danhausen, but I do like Danhausen.
Me too. And they did reference, but his contract's not up till August. Right. Mr. Penta.
Yeah.
So, who are you speaking of? I'd like to know.
Listen, we got to save that for later because we're getting off topic here, and we got to continue on. This big match, and this is where the doors get blown open, as I would say here. That's right. If you weren't watching, on Tuesday, we had Jordynne Grace have a match on NXT television.
Wait, did you just say Jordynne Grace?
Yes, and her jacket that she had on said NXTNA.
She is in TNA, right?
Yes, but she's wrestling in NXT right now.
That makes no sense.
Is that the forbidden door just kicked wide open?
I think you're right.
Okay. What did we think of that match? Because she faced your Stevie girl and laid a whooping. How you feeling about that? I think it was necessary.
Finally got to see her on TV.
I think it was necessary.
And she gets her butt roped.
And let's be honest, there's a presence about Jordynne Grace that fans will appreciate and enjoy.
Yes, but I still can't get past you said there's a TNA person on NXT programming.
And they're going to main event a PLE for NXT in Las Vegas in a UFC arena.
That's a lot of things happening.
This is a whole lot of first, and just like Vince McMahon not being allowed in WWE headquarters, it is almost unbelievable. So Jordynne Grace is going to be facing Roxanne Perez for the title, and we could possibly have a double champion if Jordynne Grace wins this. Is there any way they let this wildness happen?
So, what you're trying to tell me is Jordynne Grace could walk her happy little butt in to an NXT pay-per-view
as TNA champion
and walk out as TNA and NXT champion?
Yes.
No way.
It would be historic on so many monumental things that it would be unheard of, and her name would certainly live down in history and lore for all of eternity in wrestling if this happens. And she's basically the flag bearer for this new era, and if there really is a true working relationship,
we're just saying if that happens,
all hell's about to break loose.
TNA has been bought by Endeavor.
Which
100% if that happens.
Which we've had this theory as to why Scott D'Amore had been let go, among other things, and I'm almost 100% convinced that very quietly they were bought by TKO Endeavor at this point, and they've just kept this hush hush, and they're just waiting to knock our socks off, and NXT and TNA just become brands under an umbrella of WWE, which is mayhem in itself, and I'm not sure where to go or think about this, but it would explain why all these other WWE departures have just conveniently just gone straight to TNA and didn't consider AEW or other places. So it's very interesting. There's lots of theories you could have on this, but boy, are we in for a wild future.
You're smart.
Sometimes you got to be when you're talking wrestling, my friend. You got to know what you love. But this is a huge match. If they are really on this heel Roxanne Perez train, and she's looking good doing it, I think she finds a way to win, but I don't think it's clean.
Agree.
And I think she gets help. And the help isn't what you expect.
I was thinking like JC Jane.
No. Nope. You have a returning Mandy Rose.
I didn't even think about that.
That is my personal thoughts on this. I think one way or the other, we can't let Jordynne Grace walk out. I think no matter what, Roxanne Perez walks out with her title, but I think there's interference that causes the win because you're not going to make Jordynne Grace look bad.
What if Jordynne Grace has some help?
This is a possibility too, and the route that I could foresee them going that I played in my head is you have a regrouping of Decay come in and help her win. And really make them mark on NXT. Yeah, just saying. These are thoughts I had. But I'm going to roll with Roxanne Perez retaining in what turns out to be one hell of a crazy, ridiculous match that we're going to enjoy.
Yeah, I agree. I can't really... like I said, the only way I think Grace will win is if clearly TNA has been bought.
Yeah. And
that open door is completely wide open. The Easter eggs are all out there.
Yeah.
And then we can get Do You Believe?
In Joe Hendry. Oh boy, and I love me some Joe Hendry, so we'll see. Because I believe.
We'll get to that point. So yeah, I'm choosing Roxanne Perez to retain.
Okay.
In a easy 10 out of 10 banger of a match.
I can believe this. So this has potential to be a great premium live event. This really decides the future of wrestling.
Yeah.
If we're being honest.
It does.
This has huge reverberations, and you're going to stay up late and watch this with me and suffer through, my friend. It's going to be worth it. Yeah, especially since we know in just, I want to say maybe 2 weeks, somewhere in that ballpark, Against All Odds for TNA is coming up soon, and I feel like this probably affects that a little bit because don't be surprised if you see some NXT people show up.
You're right.
I agree. This is far from over. This is not it. This is just the beginning.
The door is cracked.
I think it's going to get
it blown over.
I think it gets fully kicked out this weekend. So, yeah. Now it's time to talk about some other things, and let's hit the first thing that I already started to hit on. Vince McMahon's not allowed at WWE headquarters.
Thank God.
Man.
That old guy, it's about time he's gone.
It was overdue. It's a new era. We're not going to miss you, let's be honest.
It is the Trick Willie era.
I appreciate what Vince did in the past, but he got old and out of touch and made a lot of bad mistakes. And no miss cost his company.
A lot.
Get your ass out.
Yes.
It's time to move on.
100%.
Now on to something a little more controversial. Apparently he's not in the bad graces anymore. There's plans for Brock Lesnar coming back. They're working on it right now.
The Beast Incarnate.
I'm going to say it's probably safe to assume his first target has to be Gunther after all that talk, right?
I freaking hope so. Yeah. I'm done with that guy.
So, I'm feeling that. Listen, I'll happily see Brock back because it's usually in a capacity which I can handle. And
not only is Brock coming back, Roman is coming back too soon.
We'll see what's happening there. The Becky contract situation, the Gable contract situation. We got some contract problems.
Becky is taking a hiatus for a little while.
She deserves to. Let's be honest. She was going to take time off, and she postponed her time off to really throw WWE on her back yet again and save the day for the women.
Chad Gable is going to win the Intercontinental Championship because that's what was in his contract to resign.
Oh, thank you!
I know.
Oh, that's right. You can't but I hope that is the case. If he doesn't win, we clearly know he's probably not coming back.
100%.
So we'll see. There's some other contracts. I can't think of them, but I know there's some other contracts coming up.
Ricochet?
Yeah, Ricochet. I don't think Ricochet's coming back.
I do not either.
I want him to, but the way they treat him and this speed title that he has that you never conveniently see.
Unless he resigns with WWE TNA.
Oh, well, that's neither here nor there. We'll get to that when we get there. But there's some interesting contract situations.
But before you get way too much further into this, you've missed the most important part of WWE right now.
Oh, you mean all the QR codes we've been scanning?
Yes!
You mean all that ridiculous stuff I've been watching?
Not ridiculous, but yes!
All these files I'm clicking on?
Yes!
Possibly giving my phone a virus.
No!
Man, I clicked a lot of stuff, and I watched a lot of videos on this, and then I sent them to you.
Yes!
So what do we think? Are we seeing Uncle Howdy the 17th?
Yes!
Is the wait finally over?
Yes!
And do we see all the members?
Yes!
Okay. So Alexa Bliss is finally back.
Yes!
Nikki Cross back.
Thank you!
Eric Rowan, or Redbeard, whatever you want to call him, back.
He's really tall.
He is tall. And Dexter Lumis.
That crazy guy. That glove wearing.
And Joe Gacy.
That. Yes, he's. Yeah.
And do we see a new reiteration of The Fiend?
Yes!
Man, there's a lot of stuff going on. We're going to see the Firefly Funhouse again?
Yeah, because we got to make friends.
Man, this is a lot to take in. They have to execute this right, or this becomes a monumental flop in the history of the company.
Yes. But make sure you don't run. You watch.
I understand
and let him in.
I understand your excitement, but there's a lot of pressure to get this right, because if they don't, there's no coming back from it this time.
And if you're a Firefly, you gotta always remember, follow the buzzards.
Well, what about, the Fireflies hanging out with Jay right now?
Oh, you had to bring that up.
I had to.
Did you?
The yeeter of worlds, yeet!
What you don't understand is, he's the first victim.
That would make sense.
The victim of the Wyatt family reincarnated.
Which I understand your excitement. I am going to continue to be pessimistic until they execute this right, because this has potential to be a colossal failure on the end of being a monumental boom for them. This has to be done right, or if they don't, there's no bouncing back this time.
Well, hope they left Shawn Michaels do it.
Boy, that guy hits on everything he does, so yes, I'm going to agree with that. All right, now it's time to talk about something else. We got some AEW contracts coming up. We got a lot of stuff going on in AEW. We even watched an AEW pay-per-view. Man, a lot going on, but let's be honest.
There was more than 800 people there.
There was. I want you to give your honest assessment. Double or Nothing was fantastic.
It was very good.
Man, that anarchy in the arena was one of the wildest matches I've ever watched in my life.
Absolutely. I have no words for it other than insane.
I saw Jack Perry get set on fire.
And I saw Darby Allin get hit by a bus again!
Listen, man, the layers of storytelling within that match, even though the Elite won, the layers of storytelling was
phenomenal.
Something out of this world. We don't give them enough credit for when they do hit on stuff, and we need to, because they hit it out of the park.
Yep.
Bringing MJF back in the old Triple H get-up from 2002. Let me tell you something. This guy is methodically genius in everything he does, and I have so much respect for his knowledge on the history of wrestling to break something out like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, his promo again was fire, like always.
The guy is special, and him staying in AEW is monumental for them. And if he's going to push them to the next level, he's going to be the culprit doing that.
He has to be.
He has to be that superstar to guide them. They're going to need to continue to add the younger talent, which they have plenty of younger talent on the roster. They've sprinkled in the veterans. They're trying to do what they can. I like the direction. They don't feel directionless at the moment. They feel like they have a vision with him involved, and I'm going to trust that.
I agree.
I know a lot of people want to get on them about their numbers, their this and that. Listen, at the end of the day, they're putting on a quality product when we're watching. I don't have any gripes for what I'm watching. You might not like everything you see, but let's be honest, even something as simple as Chris Jericho reinventing himself and this learning tree situation, it's a success.
Yeah.
Whether you want to admit it or not, it's a success. Because you got Big Bill involved, you got all these guys involved. He's finding a way to get Brian Keith on TV.
At least he's not out there trying to steal mommies.
Oh boy, let's be honest. Christian Cage is a massive heel.
Who?
It's fantastic at what he is.
Who names their, whatever you want to call him, dinosaur, Kill Switch?
But you know what?
We went from Luchasaurus to Kill Switch.
But you know what? It works though, doesn't it?
No.
It does.
No. That's like if you would rename Barney and make him a purple marshmallow. I don't know.
Regardless, Christian Cage finds a way to make anything work that he's been given, and he's a great heel.
He hasn't made anything work since he came out to Just Close Your Eyes.
Sir, this guy has trashed more people's dads than single baby mamas out there, okay?
Sora's also ran through lots of moms, too.
Probably has, including Nick Wayne's, I'm guessing. But, hey, we got to give them credit. They're doing a lot of good work in AEW. It is not the floundering program that people want to make it out to be. There's a lot of good talent. No, it's not. You're just trying to be a hater, trying to be cool for the camera, okay? We're praising them right now. And speaking of Forbidden Door, AEW has its own Forbidden Door coming up soon, which obviously they do a lot of crossover with New Japan and some of these other companies. So I'm interested to see the route they go with some of their stuff. But while their Forbidden Door is, there's another one being blown wide open with TNA. And the working relationship with WWE, which we're going to find more out about as we go. But this is just the beginning.
Yeah. I'm very interested to see where it's going.
And could very well a broken Matt Hardy be part of the guidance into that?
He's part of the YS6, just in another brand.
We'll see. There's
maybe I'll finally get my DK joining the Wyatt family, just not the way I wanted it.
And for all we know, we might end up seeing Willow at some point.
I want Willow so bad.
But there's a lot to like in wrestling. GCW's got stuff going on. Even they're exciting in their own right. They do a lot of cross-promotional things. Mm-hmm. Man, shout out to our boy, Woo Woo Woo. I always call him Woo Woo Woo. He's great.
It's Matt Cardona, not Zack Ryder.
He's Woo 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 to me.
I know, I agree.
He'll always be Woo Woo Woo. Listen, he does fantastic work, and what they're doing with him over there, and I don't like Christian Blake, but they make that work too with that guy.
Is about as garbage as the freaking Pretty Deadly Boys.
But boy, they make stuff work, and they got a lot of talent. You know, they're using Billy Starks and some others.
Yeah.
You know, pretty heavy, and it's just there's a younger generation that's growing, that's going to be ready for big time because of these guys doing great work. So wrestling's in good hands. I think it's as hot as it's been in a long time, and I mean hot. I mean, when you see when you're going to these events and when you're watching online, you are seeing tons of kids there watching and enjoying this.
Yeah.
This is huge.
Yeah.
Because obviously the platform is growing. It's only going to get bigger with Netflix. The Netflix thing is a big deal.
Yeah. Supposedly they want Braun Breaker to be the face.
Which that could be something. He's a mix of his dad and his uncle, 100%. And as long as I get some Steiner math involved, I'm going to be happy. If you don't know what I'm referencing with Steiner math, it's the greatest promo of all time. Look it up. Outside of Arn Anderson and Ric Flair talking about...
Is it as good as that 2-year-old doing math?
That was impressive.
Okay.
But, yeah, wrestling's in a great time.
Yeah.
We're enjoying it. We love it. We watch as much of it as we can.
It is also baseball season.
It is.
My Orioles are doing all right.
My
Outside of a few injuries lately, but...
My Phillies best in the league.
We're like second or third. I think third. I'll take it.
Yeah. Lots of good things to speak of. Let's touch on the WNBA quick while we got time. Wow. Their viewership is up.
Yeah, because of Caitlin Clark, even though some people don't think that.
Oh, if you ask on Angel Reese and all them, don't forget about us too. Listen, we understand that you're somewhat of attraction. Even Cameron Brink, that's a good-looking woman. Okay? But let's be honest. At the end of the day, it's about generational talent.
I'd be one happy midget.
Right. It's about generational talent really drawing the eyes. Don't let Caitlin Clark's numbers on a shit team fool you. This woman is the future of the entire NBA, and they would not have these opportunities without her. And guess what? Just hop on board, join her, stop hating, and just let her propel you to that next level, because you're about to get untold money and treatment that you've never had before because of the eyes that she has on you.
I agree. Right?
Show some respect and appreciation to this woman. It's not about race. It's not about anything. Guess what? It's about a woman doing her job and being fearless enough to say, hey, I'll be the face of this so we can jump up a level.
What he said. Yeah.
I'm going to be a Caitlin Clark fan. Keep up the good work because it is outstanding. It is going to be a struggle. Your teammates do need to step up for you a little bit because
the team's garbage.
I'm not real happy with the treatment that you've been getting. The dirty shots and stuff.
Yep. Your
teammates need to step up, but the rest of that league as a whole needs to step up and protect you as well because they need to know that you're putting money in their pockets.
Yeah.
Okay? So it's one of those sayings, don't bite the hand that feeds you, because if Caitlin Clark goes down, you're going to see those numbers disappear.
125%.
NBA Finals are going on. Celtics, Mavericks. Celtics blew out the Mavericks last night. I unfortunately think this is a...
Oh, it is a must-win. It is a must-win game 2.
Game 2's must-win.
They lose, it's over.
I think it's over regardless. I think this goes a max of 6 games.
Yeah. I had Dallas in 6.
I think it's just a bad matchup in every way.
Yeah.
You got a healthy Kristaps. The Celtics win this. I hate the Celtics, but they're going to win this.
Yeah.
Guess what? Hockey, Stanley Cup starts tonight. Battle of who has the best jugs of fans out there. Wow, have you seen those fans? I know we're a little controversial, but wow. 2 wonderful fans out there. Shout out. They're getting offered a lot of money to show up other places.
It's hockey.
Yep. But hey, hockey. Florida Panthers.
It's hockey.
Edmonton Oilers.
It's hockey.
It's going to be a 6-game series. Edmonton Oilers win.
It's hockey.
It's
I don't
hockey.
have a pick.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm going with Florida Panthers just because I like Florida.
Yeah. You go ahead and be different. What else do we need to touch base on?
I think it's soon time.
Is it time?
I think so.
All right. Shout out time. With?
T-shirt Tony!
Yes, sir. Funny Farm Apparel Company, the official sponsor of the Critical Conversation.
Check them out on the Facebook page.
Yes, sir.
And I promise you, we are working on that link. He had some operation or something, so I didn't get to get together with him this week. So hopefully next week, we will get all of our stuff set up. And I promise you, I swear to you, it's coming.
All right. And shout out to Myers Meadows, best wiffle ball around. Shout out to John Tom Turnbull. Great guys.
Amazing guys. And I promise you, our flag will be hanging here soon.
Woo! I'm ready. All right. And we have some good friends that we do a lot of watching and gaming with. Sam and Steph, right?
I think that's their names.
Yeah. They're good people. They're fun.
Yeah, they're okay.
All right. Good people, though. We appreciate them. We know they're loyal followers of us and got us the whole way.
Get about the A-Town Down Under boys.
Man.
You got Cody and Nick. The WrestleMania gang. And do we want to tell them? Or do we want to wait?
Well, we can tell them. But first of all, I want to take a moment and shout out. It is Pride Month. And we would be remiss if we did not do our part. And shout out to everyone who is part of the LGBTQ, however you say all that, part of that umbrella. Guess what? We don't discriminate. We don't judge. We accept everybody who wants to watch and talk wrestling with us.
Yes.
Now, we do have a big announcement. August 3rd in Cleveland is SummerSlam, right?
Is it really?
Yes. And who's going to be there?
You boys!
Yeah, and we're going to be at the aisle.
We're going to be at the barricade, brother.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. I'm excited.
With Nick and Cody.
And it is going to be a great time. We're looking forward to it. It's shaping up that it could be a fire card, so I'm excited to see what happens.
We're going to run through that barricade.
And we're definitely going to have a sign.
100%. I will make a sign.
There will definitely be a sign.
There will be a sign.
Shout out. Look for the Critical Conversation apparel because we're going to be there.
100%.
This could be huge.
Huge!
A game changer, if you will.
I like game changers.
And I think we're going to see some game changers at that show, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
We want to thank you for all your time. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you like.
The whole 1,800 and however many subscribers we have now. Yeah, we're almost at 2K.
Mind blowing. You told me that 2 months ago. I'll call you a liar. But like, comment, subscribe, follow, all the above.
And my invisible bell. Make sure you please hit the notification
And
thing
not only
at the
on,
bottom.
Not only on the YouTube, but find us on the TikTok, Critical Conversation Bros as a whole, and then Top Row Bubba, and Be Hill Greatness and Girl Dad Greatness.
I'm Top Row Bubba everywhere, even at work now.
Hey, we are the personas even outside of here, right? When we go about, I can't tell you how many times I've gotten called Behold. It's a great thing.
It's fantastic.
That's right.
And thanks for the Critical Conversation Cave for holding the fort down.
That's right.
As always.
Until next time, guys. We'll see you.
Thank
you.
You know.
Can't do that. Thanks, guys.
See ya. Peace out. Be safe. Enjoy your weekend.